Morning, everybody. It is just after 5 a.m. on Friday, March the 20th, 2020. It is our final day in the 8500 Green Bay Road, Pleasant Prairie location for 95 Will Rock. So, thought I'd give you a little tour around what the building looks like now on our last day in this facility. I started working here in 1986. So, what is that? 34 years ago, I started working here. So this is what the building looks like now. So we got our window cling up there. So this is the reception area. They've come in and stripped all the floors. This is the new company that owns the place, Parkside Lending, I believe it is. It's like a mortgage company or a title company. These are the new offices. They've already refurbished those. There's new carpet and stuff in there. It looks really nice, actually. The guys came in and stripped the carpet up off the floor and got all the paint off the floor. And if you're getting ready to paint and things, this was the reception area. We used to have guitars and things in there. This is where you'd wait if you were coming in to see a Studio East performance. Our conference room. I guess we can turn the light out on that. And come back here. This is where Studio East used to be. Had a bunch of offices. It was our traffic director Lori's office. It was Mike Hirsch's office, our most important sales guy. I had to give him a plug. I didn't mention him in the last video. So there's what his office looks like now. John Perry's temporary office. Still got some remnants of us in here. This is Gurnee's office. She left her art from Pino's palette in here. I wonder if we can destroy that with a baseball bat. Go all office space on it. That would be fun. And here was Studio East, sponsored by the Army and the Music Center. It's the ceiling tiles. Some ceiling tiles that, are already missing. John Kotlowski's office. Floor guy's got a bunch of equipment in there. So Steve Salzman's office. The lonely chair. Taking 2 phone calls at once. And then Studio East. When I started working here, my first desk I ever had was when I was the production director. It was right here. This spot. I was back in, I started here in 86 part-time, and I became production director in 92 maybe? Oh no, 90 I think. I started here in 86 and I became production director in 90. Right here, if you stand right, I don't know if the echo works on the phone. I don't know if you can pick this up if it sounds weird. If you stand right here, all the windows reflect back at you. So there's a very strange echo right here. It's the coolest thing. And when we used this for Studio Ace, we couldn't do it because there were carpets up over the windows. So I don't know if that comes through. 95 will rock. There's a big echo. A weird phasing sounding echo. And then, of course, here's the ceiling tiles where Jesse James Dupree from Jackal signed them with a chainsaw. Signed Jackal and pa-pow. So there's that. So that's what's left of Studio East. We're going to have a new Studio East at the mall once the mall is reopened. It's very surreal to be going through all of this. The day we're moving to the mall is very close to the day. I think that the states are going to shut down pretty soon. So it's just a perfect storm for us because we've got all these changes going on and we've got to do them with limited people and limited facilities available and things. So just turning the lights out on all the places that we've been. Here's where the copy machine was. This was Wayne and Eddie's office. Floor is all done in here too. Still got a clipboard there. My Cylon. I'm not leaving without my Cylon. I gotta remember to take my Cylon. Apparently Kilroy was here. A leftover remnant of World War II. That's a blue screen we used to use for videos. That's what's left of Wayne and Eddie's office. You can't turn these lights out. You can try, but it just doesn't. Nothing is working in the building. The building is pretty much stopped working. So that's the end that the new company's been working on. Now we're going back to the part that we kind of still occupy up to our last day here. There's the back entrance. This is where it becomes rather apocalyptic. Here's where the vending machines were. There is no vending. Men's room, we just kind of hang the garbage on the door now. We've come to this. We're at the point where when you need to use soap, you gotta kind of dump it out of there. We've got a little toilet paper left. That roll is dead. That's the hand soap stolen from the women's room. I don't think there's anybody female still working here, so we've co-opted their soap. We've commandeered it in time of emergency. So there's the men's room. There's the women's room. Not much better over there, but they don't have any soap. That's a vestibule. Put my Cylon down. He will guard this area. So what's left of the break room, we've kind of just given up on it. That's our Keurig machine. That's still here. We don't really clean anymore or anything. Haven't had the garbage, haven't had anything to do with that in a while. I've been taking it out occasionally, but I think even I've given up now. This is what it'll look like when an actual apocalypse happens. And so when you see that in movies, that's legit. So we got some ceiling tile things going on here. Here's the door to the basement. That's just completely empty down there now. Don't go down there. It's where we keep the monsters. There's the roof hatch. We used to have parties up there. No more roof parties. I don't know that the lending people will have roof parties. Hallway that used to have all the guitars in it. When I first started here, the FM 95.1 was WJZQ, and it was an automated station. And in here was just a bunch of reel-to-reel machines and cartridge deck carousels. And so this is the first room I really worked in. I programmed the automation system and recorded the weather on WJZQ. This was an automation room. Now it's our production room. It's Dan Haney's spot. Let's look at production A here at 8500. Another production room, production B. It's also starting to look rather dystopian. Rather abandoned. Sound tiles have been torn off the walls. I don't know where they took them to, but so this production room is also, there are the sound tiles. Maybe they're going to reuse them at the new place. So that's production B. Door is torn off hinges. This is the office of our AM on-air guys. Hasn't really been in office for a while. Our AM station. There's been many different offices over the year. It was actually a studio for a while. I think I had it as an office for a couple of days. But there's nothing in here now. Back emergency door. Duco did Snow Angels right there. We've used this door many times for crazy bits. Emily was on a slip and slide there. Crisco. So that's it for that room. I'm coughing into my arm, as I'm supposed to. We'll go in here and say good morning to John Perry. He's...
Good morning.
Him and me
Farewell, Pleasant Prairie.
This is John Perry. This is our AM studio, WLIP. John Perry and I are pretty much the only people in the building.
Yeah.
At any time.
Big time.
So it's only fitting that you and I are the last guys here.
Right.
I started here in '86. You started here that same year. You started
86, yeah.
early. You started early '86. I started at the end of '86. So
34 years ago.
Right.
Man World.
It's changed. This room at the time was the newsroom. We had 4 full-time news people. Can you name them all?
Yep.
Go.
David Cole, Janet Hoff, Barry Fromme, Marty Michelson.
There you go. That was our 4 full-time news people at the time.
Crazy.
So there's our AM station. And now this room is 95 Will Rock now. Back when I started here, it was also a production room. This is the first room I really did anything in. I had to play Rock and Roll Never Forgets on our AM station off of reel-to-reel tapes, and it became the Will Rock studio. Well, first it was the Power 95 studio, first live studio, and then it was the Will Rock studio. It was a lot different back when we first signed it on, but that's this room. Hi. I had to go out these windows one time. They filmed a movie called The Paint Job in our building across the hall, and when the AM station was in that other room, and I had to go out the window one time because they were filming in the hallway and we weren't allowed to make any sound, so I had to use the bathroom, go down the bathroom. I had to go out the window and go in and go down the door. The movie's called The Paint Job. It is a horrible movie. They were here all day, and the radio scenes in the movie are about 8 minutes long, so not even 8 minutes. There's Will Rock, or what's left of it. Used to have gold records and guitars and everywhere, and everything everywhere. Now it's pretty much just abandoned. This is the room where I met my ex-wife, and the room where I met my current girlfriend. I was standing right here when both of those things happened. So I'm going to be a little weepy today on our last day in this building. But that's about it. That's about all we got. Started here in '86. It is now 2020, and today is supposedly our last day here. We're moving to the mall. Hope you liked the tour. I hope we all get through the coronavirus. Thanks for watching, and once the mall is back open, come and make faces at us at Gurnee Mills by entrance G. G! That's it from 8500 Green Bay Road in Pleasant Prairie, the former home of AM 1050 WLIP and 95 Will Rock.